You can have old and skinny people, and you can have fat and young people. But you can't have old and fat people. There are no old fat people.
Fruitarian, living lifestyle. Learn about the benefits and start now. Eating from the vine and feeling divine. Fruit living with nature's design.
There are no old fat people because they die so early. Dying from diabetes, dying from cancer, dying from heart attack. You know, they're dying from strokes. 500 years ago, there was no obese people. Maybe there was 1 or 2 obese people tops, like in a town or a city or something, but it was very few and far between. Nowadays, especially in America, literally 1 in every 3 people is overweight and 1 in every 5 is obese. You cannot go to Walmart, you cannot go to McDonald's, you cannot even go to the mall without seeing an obese person, like a massively obese person that seriously needs to change their ways unless they want to die very, very soon. You're not suited to live if you're super overweight, man. So if you want to live on this earth, if you want to continue living life, you've got to drop the weight. You can do that so fucking easily, man, by going vegan. You can drop weight so quick and easily by going vegan. But the only way you're gonna ever go vegan, the only way you're ever gonna drop the weight is if you change your self-image. So you can't just focus on diet, exercise, healthy sleep, healthy morning lifestyle, whatever. You've got to first change your self-image. You've got to look in the mirror and you've got to see a vegan. You've got to see a healthy person. You've got to at least start seeing a vegetarian. You know, make some process, make some changes in your self-image. And when you change the way you see yourself, you're gonna change what you eat. Your self-image dictates your actions. If you don't see yourself as a vegan, you're never gonna be vegan. If you don't see yourself as someone who's healthy, fit, skinny, you're never gonna be healthy, fit, or skinny, or even just a muscular person. You're just gonna constantly see yourself as an overweight person and you're gonna stay an overweight person. So, you've got to change your self-image and realize that, dude, being overweight is far, far from natural. Because 500 years ago, there's like no overweight people. Now there's like so many overweight people, and it's because everyone's eating all this milk and cheese and meat and processed animal product shit, man. It's all this animal product shit. Super low carb shit that's making people fat. Because when you eat carbs, especially when you eat fruit, there's a satisfaction endpoint you get from it. When you eat a fruit meal, there's an end point. After like 4 or 5 mangoes, you're done because your brain gets triggered. It's had the nutrients, it has the sugar, it's got what it needs. But if you eat a big block of butter, that could be like 3 times the amount of calories as the 5 mangoes, you'll still be craving more calories because there's no end point, there's no satisfaction, there's no triggering mechanism to tell the brain to shut off the hunger signal when you're eating fat. And what do people eat at mealtime, dinner time at restaurants? Fat. They eat butter, they eat meat, they eat eggs, they drink milk, they eat ice cream. It's only until they get the sugar, the dessert, you know, when you walk out of the dessert, they give you a little candy, a little mint or something, or a little lollipop or something to give you the sugar to satisfy your hunger. Because it's sugar that's going to satisfy, it's sugar that's going to shut off the hunger signal. So stop avoiding carbohydrates, something that's going to be sugar that's going to make you fat, and realize that the reason you're fat now is because the food you've been eating is super, super fatty, and of course, yeah, you've been seeing yourself as a fat person. So change your self-image and then go about eating high carb foods, and realize that when you eat a high carb diet, your hunger signal is going to get shut off much quicker than if you don't eat a high carb. And when your hunger signal gets shut off quicker, you're going to eat less. When you eat less, you're going to be skinnier.